Observe the silent battlefield. 64 squares of alternating light and shadow, a cold geometry upon which history is written and unwritten. Upon this grid, an ancient conflict unfolds, waged by figures of ivory and ebony, each carved with a specific purpose, each bound by a sacred, preordained logic. You can feel the weight of 1,000 forgotten games in their stillness, the silent vow of their programming. The pawns advance, a fragile but determined frontline, their individual weakness irrelevant in the face of their collective power. The rooks anchor the flanks, bastions of linear, brutalist force. The bishops glide through the diagonals, forever bound to their chosen color, their chosen truth. The knights leap with an unnerving, non-linear logic, threatening the established order from unseen angles. And the queen, a master of all disciplines, moves with a terrifying and beautiful freedom, the most potent force in the game. Each piece is a potential sacrifice. Every move is a calculation measured against an unseen objective. You watch the game. You understand the rules. You see the pieces. You believe you understand the story. This is the first layer of the deception. But this game is not confined to a board of wood. It is the very operating system of your reality. And the pieces are not made of wood. The pieces are you. This is not a metaphor for power. It is a declassification of its fundamental mechanics. The unsettling truth is that you are a piece on a board far larger than you can possibly comprehend, and the rules were written long before you arrived. You can see the other pieces now, if you know how to look. The rooks are the architects of your cage. They are the engineers, the industrialists, the logisticians who build the straight, predictable lines of your highways, your data networks, and your corporate ladders. They move with relentless, linear force, erecting the very infrastructure of your material plane. The knights are the agents of beautiful chaos, the innovators, the artists, the hackers who leap over the established order. They do not respect the straight lines of the rooks or the dogmatic paths of the bishops. They introduce paradigm shifts from unseen angles. They are the vector of change. The bishops are the high priests of your consensus reality, forever bound to their single color, their single truth. They are the media, the gurus, the pundits, the institutions that define your morality and your ambition. They cannot see the world from the other color's perspective, and their power lies in convincing you to stay on their path. They command the narrative. You see these pieces, and you even identify the true king, the one piece all others are programmed to protect. You realize it is not a person. It is an idea. The king is the system, the market, the nation, the ghost in the machine, the abstract, central principle that must be preserved at all costs. You see the board with new, clear eyes, and for a moment, you believe you have solved the puzzle, a fatal miscalculation. Because identifying the pieces is not the same as identifying the players. The pieces, no matter how powerful, only follow the rules of the game. But the player chooses the strategy. The player has an objective that the pieces can never comprehend. So what is the first move against an unseen opponent? You cannot outmaneuver it. You cannot predict it. There is only one thing you can do. You must learn to disobey your own programming. This is the keystone insight. The moment you, as a piece, make a move that your archetype is not supposed to make, the moment a pawn moves backward, the moment a rook leads, you send a glitch, a system error, into the grand game. And for a split second, in the shocked silence that follows, you may just catch a glimpse of the player's reflection in the polished surface of the board. So you must ask the final, terrifying question. The one that lies just beyond the veil. Not, what is my role in this game? But, what is the nature of the unseen hand that is moving me? The most profound mystery is not the rules of the game. The most profound mystery is that you are being played.